Dressmakers, welcome again on the channel. In this tutorial, we're going to be learning how to make this trendy handkerchief skirt. This tutorial is going to be really helpful, so don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. To make this, you need about 2.5 meters or 2.5 yards of fabric, and I'm going to be using this crepe as well as this stripe fabric. For this crepe, I have 1.5 yard right here. For yours, you can go ahead to do 2 yards if you want, and then the other one will be half yard or 1.5 and 1 yard, something like that. Okay, so grab the two self edge of the fabric where the yardage is usually measured from. Can you see? So top and bottom, grab it together like this. Okay, so more like you fold the fabric into two, but you are folding into two from the side. So both self edge where the meters is being measured from, or where the yards is being measured from, put it together just as you have seen me done like this. I just pin it just so that everything behaves just as it should. Okay, so on this side now you are going to have something that is half of the factory measurement of the fabric, okay, at production. So this is 30 inches. Okay, so what you want to do is go ahead on that side where the selvage is being measured. You can measure that 30 inches twice if you have enough fabric. Okay, but in this case, because I'm using 1.5, I don't have up to that, so I'm just going to fold what I have here just into two. So we folded it into two before, then into two again. It means it's folded into four right now. Can you see? This is still going to be enough for me. If you are going to be making something like what I made, this is also going to be enough for you. Okay, so I'm just going to put it together, ensure that everything aligns together. I folded it into two again like this, so now it's folded into four. So the other end of the fabric is going to look something like this. Can you see? You are going to have like two folds. Okay, so on here you are going to have it this way and then this way. Just take a look at how all the four corners is going to look like. Okay, so now on this point where you have the two folds looking at you, you are going to just pin it in place just as I am doing, just so that your fabric behaves itself. Okay, and then you can get some stability. And on this corner right here, you are going to be measuring your waistband. This is where your waist is going to be sitting on. So just like you would cut your flare, measure your waist measurement, and your skirt length is what you need to actually do this. So your waist measurement divided by 6.28, whatever value that is going to give you. My waist measurement is 32 divided by 6.28. I have 5.01, so I'm just going to use 5 inches. So now I'm just going to measure 5 inches all around from this corner right here. So take out your fabric marker and mark it all around just as you see me doing right now. Ensure that your tape does not shift from that center corner right there. Okay, and also don't forget that this is on an angle of 90 degrees. Okay, by the time you have it curved like this, if you measure it, you should still have your exact waist measurement. Okay, so I have 8.25 here, which means this will be more than 32 if you multiply it by 4. So I'm just going to cut this a stroke on top of these markings that you see me done. Okay, however, let's pin this so that we can go ahead. On this other edge, you don't really need to do so much, unlike if it's a flare you have to curve it, but in this handkerchief skirt you don't have to curve it, and this is what actually does the magic. This is where the handkerchief effect usually comes. You just have to make sure that everything is left straight. Okay, now on this edge I'm just going to mark one stroke ahead and I'm going to cut. But before we cut, let's mark out the measurement of the skirt length. Okay, I want to have a waistband of 1.5 inch at the end of the day, so I place my 1.5 inch on that marking right there, and from here I'm going to measure 23 inches. I want my skirt length to be 23 inches, but I'm going to have a band of 1.5 inch. So 23 minus 1.5. okay, so I'm just going to simply place my 1.5 right here just as you see me done right now, and I'm going to measure my 23. If you are working with this measurement, you should still have your 23 in what you have, but if your measurement is longer, if you could get the 30 inches on the angle that we started with, you can now do a longer set. But if you want to do exactly as what I've done, just 1.5 will be enough for you, and you will still be able to get your 23 inches. So just like I did. So I have this side that goes towards the side, and I also have this that goes towards the center back and center front. This is where you see these scissors right now. That's where I'm going to be using as center front and center back. However, where you see me measure that skirt length is where I'm going to have as my sides. Okay, so now on that part where it's going to be the center front and center back, cut the skirt waist first of all. Then afterwards you are going to have to notch. After you have notch, you know that the fold is now going to be 2. Okay, so let me first say that this notch is important because it's going to guide you to match the fabrics together. That's quite important. Then come to this part where you are going to be using as the center front. Okay, it is 2 right there, so you are going to pick one of the fold, just as you see me doing right now, and you are going to slash that open. Please, it's important that you know that I picked only one. You are going to see the second fold. The second fold is still right there. Don't make the mistake of cutting the 2 together. Please, I beg you, pay attention. Okay, so I just want to make the notch obvious from the side, and that's what you see me doing right now. So we have this. That part where I slash is where I'm going to have my zipper, because I want this to have a zipper. Okay, but if you do not want yours to have a zipper, make sure that instead of using the waist measurement, use your hip measurement to cut that round waist so that you can have enough. Then you can gather it up, use elastic. You don't need to slash the center back, but because I'm using a zipper, I need to slash the center back, and I slash only 1. Please take note of that. Thank you. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. All right, next we are going to be cutting out the first layer of this skirt, this top layer that you see right here. I'm going to be making use of this stripe fabric, and for you to get the length of this, you need to cut something that is about 3 to 5 inches shorter, or even way shorter, something about 5 inches shorter than the length of the skirt. The length of our skirt is 23. Okay, so we need something that is shorter than 23. So I have this fabric folded into 4, just like this, and I'm going to be measuring this fabric. On this 4 fold, we have 27 inches, and remember, we are working with a waist 32 divided by 4, that is 8. 8 minus 27 will give us 19. If we have 1 inch for the hem allowance, that means we are left with 18 inches. So this is how you will calculate how much you need, and the width you need for this cannot be more than 8 to 10 inches maximum. Okay, so fold your fabric like this, but in this case I'm going to be folding the fabric 1 inch longer than the other. You can see the way I am folding this. You want to have the fabric into 2 pieces. Remember, this one is one long one that I measured, but now we want to have it just 2, one for front and one for back. So we are going to fold the front one 1 inch shorter than the back, which I just did. Now you are going to separate the 2 so that you can have one for the front and one for the back, and fold that in place nicely, just as you see me doing right now. This one, which is a little bit longer, is the one which we are going to be using for the back, and that little difference is going to be the zipper allowance. So at the end of the day, you know, it was 1 inch extra, so at the end of the day you have ½ inch. That is just enough for your zipper. Okay, so now what you want to do next is to slash that out so that your zipper can pass through, just like the center back, and notch the center front. Next, you are going to be measuring your waist allowance. Okay, so how do you impute your waist measurement? Mark out your waist divided by 4. For the waist 32 we are working with, this is going to be 4, this is going to be 8 inches. So I'm just going to mark out that 8 inches right there, and then you come down right here on the center front by 1 inch. Okay, come down by 1 inch by 8 inch, and then you are going to connect that line together just as seen, and then you are going to curve it out nicely. You would see what we have left here. You would see, measure it and be sure that it is less than the measurement of your skirt. Okay, now cut this part out, and then the next thing you are going to do is to just mark out the seam allowance and the joining allowance. Okay, you can see this is 10 inches. All right, so come to this center front and mark out what you have. So you are going to first of all take out your joining allowance, because you are going to join it to the band. So you mark out half an inch right there. Okay, from that half an inch, you are now going to measure the length of this top part. I want it to be 8.5 at the end of the day, so I measured 9.5, so that by the time I hem it with 1 inch, I'll be left with 8.5. Can you see? If you have watched this video this far, I'm sure you have gained something. Please don't forget to leave me a like, give me a thumbs up, and also subscribe if you have not done so already. If you are a returning subscriber and you are watching this, thank you so much for always coming back to this channel. I really appreciate you. The next thing we are going to be doing now is to be cutting the waistband of this skirt. I have this fabric here measuring 4 inches in width, which means if I fold this part, I'm going to have 2 inches. And don't forget, I have a 1.5 inch which I already have in mind, which I'm going to be using for my skirt band. The length of this strip of fabric is going to be your waist measurement plus the half inch that you have for your zipper allowance. Okay, so you are going to measure that just like this, but in this case I'm going to make this half inch longer. The reason why I'm doing this is that this fabric, I have not fused it with any interfacing yet. Okay, so I'm going to add fusible, and sometimes this fabric may stretch and sometimes the fabric may shrink. Okay, so after adding the interfacing, I'm going to check, then I'm now going to take out my waist plus the half inch allowance that I have at my zipper side. Okay, now I've added my fusible, I've added the stay. If you have air stay, paper stay, just use it. And now I'm going to measure my waist divided by 2 plus my half inch, which I'm going to be making use of for my zipper allowance, and that is what I am cutting right here. Now take a look here at the 3 pieces that is going to make up this skirt: the main skirt, the top fabric, and then the band. Okay, so first of all, let's deal with the top fabric. Let's put this aside and then open this up like this. All right, so you know that this is like 3 pieces now. Okay, I pinned that center part so that everything can be easy. So what you want to do is to place the front and the back together, just as you see me doing right now. Okay, and then you go ahead to stitch on the side just like this. Okay, stitch this side, the first side and the second side. Don't make the mistake of stitching the opening. No, remember the opening at the center is where the waist is going to sit in. So I've stitched it. Take a look at where I stitch. I also gone ahead to overlock it. Can you see what it looked like? I still have that waist area, I still have it intact. Okay, and the center back too, I have it intact. Next, I'm going to go ahead to hem all of the hem line, all the four corners. Okay, I'm going to hem it just with a roll hem, just like that. And then once I have hemmed that, I'm also going to go ahead to hem the main skirt. Okay, which is the bigger part of it. So you can see this part where you have all the serge edge. The part that you're not going to hem is the waist area and the center back. Every other part you are going to go ahead to do a roll hem on it, just as you see me showing you right now. This is how you are going to go ahead and sew it, and this is what you see me sewing right here. This is going to take you time because it's really long, so take your time to stitch everything. All right, and as soon as you are done, you should have something that looks like this. You can see all of the edges. The waist area is not hem, and then the center back, but every other part you can see it. I did a roll hem on everything. So our hem line is sorted. Now the next thing is for you to now go ahead to align the 2 skirts together, because the waist measurement for the 2 is the same thing. Even though the fabric are on different grain, the 2 waist is supposed to match. So if you did your cutting properly, the 2 waists is supposed to match. Now the reason why I told you the notch is important, it is the notch that's going to guide you to put both waists together, center back, center front, sides. Okay, so those notches is going to really guide you to make everything fast for you while you are coupling it together. So you are going to go ahead, you can use your pin to put it together at this point, just so that it can be easy for you to stitch. And when you want to stitch it, you are going to make use of your widest stitch length. I'm going to tell you why you need to do that. Use your gathering stitch length to actually run a stitch across it. You can see that both fabric, the waist around both fabric matches. One is not longer than the other. This is how your skirt should be. Now once you are done stitching the waist all around, you are going to have something that looks like this. I told you to use your longest stitch length. So at this point, take out your tape rule. Remember, you are supposed to have the waist plus 1 inch, which is for the zipper allowance. Okay, so you can see I have 35 inches here, which means I have 2 inches more than what I need. Okay, this will happen because one of the fabric is on bias grain. Okay, so what you want to do is just pull it in slightly. You don't want to pull in so much. The excess is only 2 inches, so we want to hide 2 inches. Okay, so with that, just like you make your gathers, pull it in nicely with the thread, just like this, and then measure it again. Once you have the exact waist plus your zipper allowance, then you can now go ahead to say you want to attach it to your band. Now let me also mention, for those of you that want to use elastic waistband, remember you used your hip to actually cut the waist circumference. So in your own case, your own gathers will be much more. Okay, but if you want to use an actual band, just like I'm doing right now, the difference will not be much. So just hide the little excess that you have. Once you measure it and it is back to the actual measurements you need, then we can now go ahead to attach the waistband. I just confirmed my measurements on fold right now, and I'm going to pick up my waistband to match it up. Notch the center of my waistband so that I match the center of the waistband with the center of the actual skirt. So I'm just going to pin it like this, and after I am done pinning everything, make sure that everything aligns, and I'm just going to go ahead to just stitch it straight like this. After stitching it, I'll also overlock the waist area as well, and once I am done stitching it, this is what I have. So next, go ahead to put the center back together. But before you put the center back together, I would advise that you iron this, press out all these wrinkles so that everything can at least look neat. Okay, so you put all the center back together, make sure that everything align, so that by the time you are done sewing it, everything can meet in the right places. Okay, so you can see the way I am aligning it. You can also pin it in place. Pinning it just makes things easier for you, so you can pin it like that. Next, you are going to mark out the opening for the zipper, which is going to be between 8 to 10 inches. So in my own case, I marked 8.5 inch, and I just notched that part. So from here all the way down to the hem line, I'm going to stitch. So you need to stitch it from that notch down to the hem of the skirt, just like that. Once you are done stitching, you should have something that looks like this. Press it so that you can install your zipper easily. And I'm choosing my zipper right here. What color of zip do I want? I think I want the blue line detail, so I'm just going to use this royal blue zipper for this skirt. Okay, so I'm just go ahead to stitch on the zipper just like we normally do, and then once I am done stitching on the zipper, this is what the whole thing looks like. Can you see how neat and beautiful this looks like? And that's just it about the sewing of this skirt. Take a look at how beautifully this skirt came out. I know you have gained something in this video. Now is a good time. Leave me a thumbs up, subscribe, also drop me a sweet comment. Let me know what you think about this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in the next tutorial.